Hello and welcome to Basic Fishing Bites, and now I'm going to show you how to tie up a soft pellet rig for fishing for F1s, fishing micros and expander pellets.
Jord,
Hello!
a soft pellet rig for, I'm guessing, great winter action.
Yeah, for some great silver fish in the winter or some great large F1s. This is the soft pellet / windy rig. So this is a rig from the Guru F1 commercial bagging range, and it's for a bit more of the wintertime style of fishing, to be honest. It's when it gets a bit cooler, when you're doing a bit of soft pellet fishing, rattling some micros in, fishing an expander. It's a perfect rig for that, basically. So do you want to know how to tie it up?
I do.
So obviously, I tie all my rigs on the rig mate. So you can see I have my rig mate lovely and in position here. Like so. And then we have the strip here. And the strip here obviously shows you all the components. So it has the float, the line, the shots, and the shotting it actually takes for the size of the floats as well, which is quite nice. So you don't need to go and test them out yourselves. They should be pretty accurate. So yeah, they should be good for you to go out. And it also has a little info pack at the top here for what hook length you should be kind of matching up to the rig. So we'll put it on the actual rig mate now. The one side of the strip has a hole on. That's to go at this bottom end where the loop's going to go. Just slots over like so. And then this top end has a groove, and the groove just goes over the pin on this end like so. See there now, so obviously the strip is lovely and flat and in position and ready to copy. So now we have to attach our line to the actual rig mate here. Obviously it says to use 017 N gauge, nice durable line. Still don't want to have your line snapping, so I've got me 017 N gauge. Just going to attach it to this little clamp on the end. Just going to take that metal catch off. I like to poke it through, put that little metal bit on the top and clamp it down.
Nothing quite like being poked through and clamped down, is it, pal?
Nothing better than being clamped down, is there? Nice and tight, eh? So yeah, my line's in position. And now we need a float. So we're going to be using the Guru F1 wire float. The wire just helps it sit really, really nice and stable. They're great in windy conditions, and they're great for like lifting and dropping with pellets. You can do it nice and straight, and your float just sits absolutely perfect with the wire bristle. And we're going to be tying up a 0.4 version today. Nice heavy float. I'll probably be using this about 3 to 5 foot of water. And it has a nice 1.5mm hollow bristle, perfect for pellet fishing. So we'll get him tied up. Just got some silicone here. It's just 0.3mm silicone. Just going to cut 2 little small pieces to go at the bottom of the body, in the middle, and then one longer one for the stem, because what I don't want is the stem to be sticking out the bottom of the rubber, because that wire rubbing on the line will damage the line and it could cause it to eventually snap. So I like to leave that long bit of silicone just overhanging really. So I'm just going to cut the line, just going to attach the line on through the eye of the float like so. Just going to put the 2 smaller pieces of silicone on. If I can see. Really nice tight silicone this is going to be to the float. There we go. It's a little bit fiddly, this bit. Like so, we've got 3 pieces of silicone on. Just going to put them on the stem of the float now. Like so, I have one just about ½ an inch below the float. Because what I don't want is to put it right up against that float body and have that line digging into that body when you're moving the float up and down and you're catching fish, and it just damages your float. So what I like to do is just give it a bit of a gap, releases that tension on the body, and you'll just have less damage course your float. And then that other bit of silicone just in the middle of the float, and that one I spoke about earlier that's just overhanging, just stops that line being damaged on the wire stem. So our float is now lovely in position. Just going to tie a loop on this end. I like to use a loop tie. I think it makes a really nice strong loop, and all I do is kind of wrap it around my fingers, put it under the crook of the loop tire, wrap it round twice, put it through that middle bit, let it all tighten up, kind of just pull it off, dampen it off, and it just makes a lovely little loop. Just trim it off nice and tight there now. So now our rig is pretty much ready for putting the shots on, basically. Just going to put this loop on the end of the pin there, you can see there, tighten that line up, move our float to about where it is on the strip. I'm going to be back, I'm just going to get a winder for in a minute. Right, so I'm going to put the shots in position now, and as you can see on the strip here, it tells you exactly where to position them. So like you can see it says number 8 or number 9 shots all the way along. Because I'm using a 0.4 gram float, it says here on the strip it's in blue. So what I'm going to be doing is obviously copying the shotting of the blue strip. So basically it says number 8 shot here, number 8 shot here, and then so on and so forth down the line. So we'll put them in position, starting at one at that loop end. We'll try and get it in position. These are just little Guru number 8s. One there. Nice tight shotting on this rig as well. Big shots, because when you're fishing soft pellets, you can get some really delicate little bites. So you want big shots to be like, to show up the bites basically. So that's 3. I'm just putting them in position now. So obviously when I come to fish, I don't have to do any moving around. Everything's nice in position and ready to go. I can do it quite fast this, because obviously the rig mate keeps it all nice and tight. It's so much easier to put your shots on. So there you can see I've got 1 number 8, 2 number 8s, 3, 4, 5, and my rig is basically ready to go now, ready to wrap on the winder. So just going to loosen the tension at this end, let it all go slack, take it off the pin and wrap it around a winder. And what I like to do is I'm going to put it on about a top kit's worth of line. And for me, on one of these reed winders, about 12 to 13 turns is about absolutely perfect. So I just put the loop around that little hook in the middle, go 1, 2, 3, let a bit of line out, pull that float down, 4. I like to put it in the middle of the winder because obviously I don't want it to get nice, I don't want it to get damaged or anything. So nice in position in the middle, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Now I'm just going to tie a big overhand loop on this end just to attach it to the end of the winder. So nice big loop on this side, nice double overhand loop on this end. It's absolutely perfect if I can do it like so. Just wet them up, just trim that tag, just hook it up on that corner of the winder, and there you are, a perfect rig for fishing soft pellets or fishing in windy conditions. So I hope you found this video useful. If you want to get your hands on some rig strips, they come as a pack of 5. They're available from rigmate.co.uk. We have lots of sets of strips for you to copy, all different rigs, the rig I've just shown you, and lots of other ones. So check it out at rigmate.co.uk. And don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel so we can keep bringing you loads and loads of more content.